if you leave a place, or you leave an organization, or perhaps even leave this earth without having sacrificed something to pour into whatever the next generation or the people that are going to go now behind you,
yep,
that's not legacy. Legacy requires, it is 100% requiring of you to give up something.
Yeah.
You look at the folks that do, in fact, and again, the sacrifice could very well be for someone to be an exceptional athlete. Their sacrifice is they got up at 5 or 4 in the morning every day, and they swam 1,000 laps or whatever they did. It could be they gave up worldly wealth. They gave up, they were under, social justice pressure. Fill in the blank of whatever the sacrifice is going to be, and that's our leaders today that truly are committed to legacy. Mm-hmm. Their sacrifice could very well be, I'm going to do less for me, and I'm going to be more about, and this is where I think the combination of succession planning matters, is when you talk about succession planning in an organization, the sacrifice a leader has to make is time, primarily.
Wow.
Time.
Which is big.
It's huge. And in a leader's life, when you're able to carve out time to spend with that next generation, to coach, to mentor, to create environments for and create situations where other people long after you're gone are going to flourish and thrive, and hopefully one day themselves look at you as the example of, now I need to do that for the people that are coming in behind me. That's a home run. When it comes to legacy setting.
Yeah. Ash, I could keep talking with you on. I have so many more things, but okay, I'm gonna wrap us up with one more question.
Sure.
Given, I'm going to take it back to the RV trip and the home sabbatical, the COVID sabbatical, I don't know if we could call it that forced us to take a year off. Given those two events, what is one thing that you learned that if you had not left your comfortable, if we can call it that, comfortable, successful position you were in to go do this trip with your family, what's one thing that you learned that you would not have learned if you had not, in essence, made that sacrifice to take the risk and go on this trip?
One of the biggest things that I learned was the capacity for us to have a really good life with a whole lot less than what we had going into that trip. When you think about, we live in one of the most affluent countries in the world, and when you look at our RV pictures, I had 1 pair of jeans, 2 pairs of shorts, a bathing suit, 5 t-shirts, and that. And I say that a little more tongue-in-cheek, but it was amazing to think that here we were in much less square footage, and we really didn't need that much. Our best memories on the trip were not because we had a, big RV or a big truck or anything like that, but it was, we were doing life together in small quarters, and now when we think back, I was just telling my younger son last night, I said, man, I really miss that life. There's parts of that life that I really miss a lot because there was simplicity in that. And I think, the simplicity piece of it, it was good to step back from having a fast-paced life and a high margin life, because it helped me to further clarify, okay, we could do it with a lot less. And that's not me saying either that I want to live an austere, monkish life for the rest of my life. I don't.
Right.
But at the same time, it was a very humbling experience and a very just thought-provoking around, boy, you know what? We really don't need as much as we have, and that was eye-opening.
Yeah. Ash Merchant, founder and CEO of Lionheart Partners. If people want to get in contact with you, how do they do that?
Sure. My social handles of choice, LinkedIn for work. Feel free to connect in with me on Ash Merchant there. I use Instagram as well. Both handles are active for me, and I'm personally active on Facebook.